Hi, my name is Michael Fiore, and if you want to make the man of your dreams a reality and finally have the love and the relationship you truly deserve but have been denied for so long, then this will be the most important video you ever watch. Why? Because in this short, free presentation, I'm going to teach you a secret about men no one has ever told you before. A secret that's made it impossible for you to ever find and be truly loved by your Mr. Right. A secret that's sabotaged your relationships with men again and again, that's pushed great, kind, loving, wonderful men away from you, that's created stupid fights and broken hearts where there should be love, that's dragged you into the arms of losers, users, and cheaters, guys whose hearts are so cold that you could feel your one-sided love dying day after day, year after year, until you finally broke down and finally broke free and found yourself single and wounded and starting over again at 25, at 35, at 55, single and watching the clock and wondering if it was too late, wondering if you were running out of time. In just a second, I'm going to flat out tell you what the secret is and show you how you can finally escape the lies you've been told and the cycle of broken hearts you've been stuck in. In fact, I'm going to show you how to capture a man's heart so completely that he can't think about any woman except for you, and how to make him fall in love with you and stay in love with you and only you forever. But we're not talking about just any man. We're talking about one very special man. And I'm pretty sure you already know the man I'm talking about, because you've been dreaming about him since you were a little girl. You can call him whatever you want, but if you close your eyes and let yourself be honest, you'll admit he's always there waiting for you, craving you. Your dream man, your soulmate, your Mr. Right, your hero, your guy. The one man you were meant for, the one man who was meant for you, who would move mountains for you, who would do anything and everything to finally make you his, to finally make you the happiest woman in the world. In fact, just sitting here right now, listening to my voice, I bet you can see him, feel him, smell him, taste him, yearn for him in every cell of your body. His strong hands pulling you close, his kind heart thudding in his chest, steady and strong like a metronome, letting you know everything is okay. His deep voice that just hums through you from your head to your toes. His arms that wrap around you and hold you so close so you feel nothing but safe and wanted and adored and loved. The way he smells, the way he moves, the way his lips feel against yours. But it's his eyes you like the most. Because when he looks at you, unlike every other guy you've ever been with, you 100% absolutely know how he feels about you. You know he wants you and only you. You know he'll be yours and only yours forever and ever, and that you'll finally be able to say goodbye to all that anxiety. You'll finally be able to be happy the way you were supposed to be. I promise he's out there. He's looking for you if you just listen to what I have to say. So, why hasn't he found you yet? What's the secret that's made you invisible to this wonderful man you deserve, while attracting bad guys to you like bees to honey? What's the secret that's forced you onto a treadmill of broken hearts? A vicious cycle where again and again you meet a new guy who you think just might be the one you've been looking for. You give him everything, your heart, your body, your love. You let yourself dream of that real love you want so much. You trick yourself into thinking his little flaws are okay, and that if you just work harder, he'll love you the way you need to be loved. But then, again and again, it all falls apart. And no matter how many times it happens, it's devastating. Days, weeks, months, years, or even decades later, the fights become too much. The anger wells up. Or even worse, he just turns off. He walks away. He won't even talk to you, and you're left sobbing, feeling used and destroyed, feeling so totally alone. Feeling like you've wasted the best years you had on a man who never deserved it. I know this is going to sound crazy to you at first, but as a guy myself, I can promise you it's 100% true. The secret is that the great guy you want is scared of you, and it's not your fault at all. If you're like the thousands of women I've talked to about this, you probably always assumed guys had it easy in the game of love. And the fact is that the bad guys, the guys who will just use you for sex or as a warm body until someone better comes along, do have it easy because they're not really looking for love. They don't really care. They'll talk to any girl. They'll toy with your heart. They'll let rejection slide off them like water off a duck's back. But real men, the kind of men who will treat you like a princess and crawl over broken glass to make you smile, they'll never admit it, but deep down, even guys who wouldn't think twice about fighting in a war or protecting you from a bear are petrified of women, are petrified of you. What are they scared of? What are we scared of? It's not just one thing, it's everything. But here's the top three. First, he's scared of your emotions. In fact, if you had magic powers and could really dive into a man's mind, you'd find out that women's emotions are like kryptonite to men. The closer we get, the weaker and more at risk guys feel. I know. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You bask in emotions. You swim in them. But to so many good, kind, handsome, responsible, amazing men, dating an emotionally intense woman, even when those emotions are entirely positive, is like edging up to a live hand grenade in nothing but his boxer shorts and a plastered-on smile. And when you put out negative emotions, when you come across as needy or intense or wounded because your last relationship blew up in your face, because you feel like you're running out of time and you need to find that one perfect guy, it doesn't just keep a great guy from approaching you. It sends him running for the hills and gets the wolves and the jerks licking their chops, knowing you're easy prey. Second, we're scared of your rejection. Plain and simple, and without even realizing it, you have incredible power over men. Power to make him feel like the strongest, most amazing man in the world, or to crush him with the bat of your eyelash and a little laugh from the back of your throat. I can tell you as a guy that there is nothing harder than walking up to and talking to a girl you really like. A girl you're really attracted to, who makes your stomach do jumping jacks and makes you think about and fantasize about the future. Just looking at you, thinking about what you might say, how you might turn us down, is enough to keep good guys, great guys, holding up the wall at the bar or slinking home alone, no matter how friendly and approachable and nice you actually think you are. Meanwhile, guys who don't really like you and don't really care aren't intimidated at all. And third, he's scared of the perfect man you so desperately want him to be and that he knows he could never live up to. Every good guy in the world has gone on a date where he felt like he was competing with an invisible man and losing because you're waiting for Mr. Perfect and he's only Mr. Great. Now, am I saying it's all your fault that you never end up with the right guy? Not at all. In fact, if you listen to what I say, you're going to find it's easy to reverse the polarity on your guy-repelling field and have great guys begging to be with you in shockingly little time. I'm only going to say this once, but it's really important. Deep in our hearts, there's a fundamental difference between men and women as wide and impassable as the Grand Canyon. When it comes to love, women want intensity, incredible passion, romance novel, drama, and the kind of love story that will be told in the back of women's magazines for decades to come. Men want normalcy, calm accomplishment. Men want to feel like they hunted and caught a great woman, a woman they can show off, who makes them feel respected and desired, who other guys are jealous of. So how do you cross the Grand Canyon between you and the man you want so much? How do you inspire him to give you the passion you need while giving him the calm accomplishment he wants so much? How do you flip that magic switch in your mind so that the great, wonderful guy you deserve suddenly wakes up to you, is drawn irresistibly towards you, becomes obsessed with you, falls in love with you, and will do anything to make you his? That's a great question. In fact, it's a question that's tortured me for months and years before I met one astonishing woman named Claire Casey. I didn't know what to think of Claire when I first met her. She's a 46-year-old mom of 3 rambunctious teenage sons. But when I talked to Claire, I felt fireworks go off in the back of my mind. And that was before I dug through an astonishing program she created that's helped change the lives of thousands of women already. A program Claire developed to finally take the guesswork out of finding real love, and to drag the great man you deserve to you like an irresistible magnet. A program she calls Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever. Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever is a simple, step-by-step program designed to transform your love life and make you absolutely irresistible to wonderful men. To have tall, handsome, kind, successful men who dream of families and love, to